Good evening, everybody. My name is Joe, and I am a weapon of mass instruction. Sorry, there's not a whole lot for you to look at right now. It is currently Monday, September 17th, 2012. It's about 10 minutes to 9 at night. And I just got a very interesting text from my sister. And I'm going to post the link in the description box down below. Holy shit. So, I didn't even think of this. I was just as misled as everybody else when the initial story came out right after 9/11 this year. Of course, everybody's followed the hell out of it, so you know what I'm talking about. According to this blog post, there is no State Department building in Benghazi, Libya. Which, I should have fucking known it right from the start. First damn line of the Marines hymn, and like after I heard the story initially, like that first line of the song was stuck in my head, and it's been stuck in my head until today. From the halls of Montezuma to the shore of the Tripoli, there is no embassy, there is no consulate, no State Department mission in Benghazi. There is one in Tripoli. Fuck. There we go. As the blog post, the poster says it, he says it's a silver bullet against the news media and in effect against the White House and the administration that at least portions of the story are outright made up, didn't happen. But the news is saying that at least, well, it was saying last I actually saw the news, at least 7 cities were hit by violent protests and attacks following that fucking stupid video. Innocence of Muslims. Thanks to Michael Wire for posting that comment. I didn't respond, but thank you for naming the video. I keep on forgetting it, so there we go. I'm gonna have to take a look at that because apparently YouTube is, last I heard, refused to take it down, even though we already know they're notoriously big on taking down shit that anybody finds offensive. Due to copyright complaints and all that bullshit. So there you go, there's your smoking gun. That it was another fucking inside job. Whatever attacks did take place. With months of planning. If not longer. That it was perpetrated to justify a war with Iran, or to justify whatever the fuck they want to justify next. I'm waiting. I wonder what's coming next, honestly. Because we saw it after 9/11/2001, the Patriot Act came out later that year. And then boom, we were in Iraq. And Afghanistan. Let's not forget Afghanistan. Holy fuck. People, we gotta keep on spreading the word. I don't know if anybody's gonna wake up to this, if they haven't already been awakened. Holy shit, what the hell happened here? Damn right I'm rubbernecking. Holy shit. Somebody done fucked up on the on-ramp. Oh, man. Crazy. Sorry. So that's the big news. Again, the link will be in the description box down below. If you want to pursue that. If you want to have even more evidence of exactly who is responsible for any attacks that did occur and for the death of the quote-unquote ambassador. Yeah. So, it's quite possible that something happened in Tripoli, but they're reporting it as Benghazi. Is this straight up wag the dog shit that nothing happened at all? But we the people, the sheeple, are being led to believe that some crazy shit's flaring up due to a fucking video? I have no doubt that the video is being used as a fucking smokescreen. So that's that. Also, I just took a look at Smokin' Joe Trainer's video just today, and holy shit, seems like everybody's having dreams now. And I'm pretty sure I put up mine. I talked about it a while back when I had it. A dream about me in a public place looking up in the sky with a whole bunch of other people wondering what the fuck is that. And in my dream, I don't recall anything about the sky. I don't, like, it was a view from above looking down at us looking at the sky. So I didn't see anything going on in the sky. But that was what the dream was about. I was guessing it was Planet X or Nibiru. But it could honestly be anything. And it really could be. So Smokin' Joe Trainer's friend had that dream. Take a look at that. And he pinpointed a date of December 19th of this year. So yeah, definitely watch this video to get a load of that and his take on it. But also I read the comment section there, and Junebug also had a dream regarding stuff along those same lines, and there's somebody else. Fuck. It was another YouTube channel that was mentioned in that description box. So take a look there if you want. If I can, I'll link Smokin' Joe Trainer's channel as well if you're not already subscribed to him. So you can take a look at that video. I think that's mighty interesting that a lot of people are having really apocalyptic dreams. I was talking to a friend who says that one night he and his wife had the same dream, and it was basically a dream where he was armed and fighting against some sort of an enemy on American soil, and at the same time rushing her and the kids off to a helicopter to be medevaced. And when they compared notes, neither of them could see who the enemy was. But, like, they were shocked that they both had the same dream on the same night. And it was not even a matter of, like, well, one person had the dream and then told the other person, and that person had a dream like it because of where their mindset was. They literally both had the dream at the same time. They woke up the next morning, both remembering the dream. Also, a crazy experience that happened to me earlier this week. I was staying up late, and this was like 2 in the morning. Went outside on my balcony to smoke a cigarette, which, by the way, that is a bad habit for me. Not just the cigarette smoking, but going out on the balcony to smoke a cigarette. If you're talking about defense and defensive tactics and counterterrorism ops, not counterterrorism like they're talking about with the military and stuff. I'm talking like how to defend yourself against a possible terrorist attack. perpetrated by anybody, not just them Westwichawis that they're always telling us about. Setting a habit like that is a bad idea. I'm definitely exposed. If I'm smoking at night on the balcony, I can't see shit out there very well, and yet somebody could see very easily up to where I'm at. The cherry on a cigarette can be seen for upwards of half a mile on a clear night. Anyway, so I'm outside smoking a cigarette, and I'm looking over the horizon, and the horizon for me is broken up by a lot of trees. And there's a little bit of light being given off by the town where I live by. So when you look out there, you picture, like, you see the trees as a silhouette against a very deep blue, or sometimes a very deep red, depending on how many businesses are open in that area, right over the horizon. And this was a cloudless night. I remember that clearly. And I remember seeing some sort of an aircraft. Anytime I see an aircraft, especially at night, I try to zero in on it and keep an eye on it and see what exactly it is, especially ever since that one night when I'm positive I saw something that was either not of this world or not something that the government normally wants us to see. Positive I saw something. Anyway, so I'm looking at this aircraft, trying to figure out whether it's a helicopter, a small jet, large jet, whatever it is. Small propeller plane, anything. And I started focusing my eyes, like really focusing my eyes without meaning to. And I started seeing like geometric patterns in the air. It was really trippy. I don't do any sort of drugs. I don't do any alcohol, anything like that. The only thing that I do that's mind-altering is nicotine from cigarettes and fucking caffeine from coffee. So I was pretty clear-headed then, other than being, you know, up a little bit late. But I started seeing these geometric shapes, like a freaking kaleidoscope. And they were faded. It wasn't like super colorful. It was really faded, and it only happened when I started really focusing my eyes on a point on the horizon. And while I was doing that, my peripheral vision basically shut down for a second. It was crazy. Like, everything, all the silhouettes of the trees disappeared. All the little lights that were going on in the neighborhood disappeared. Because there are light sources in the neighborhood, not big ones, but, you know, enough to where you know that they're there. And as I'm focusing, everything flashes back to where it was, except negative, if that makes any sense. So all of the trees started appearing white, and the sky appeared dead black. And the moment I shifted my gaze, or if I refocused my eyes, or if I blinked or anything, it would go away. But it would come back the moment I started refocusing on one point. And it happened no matter which way I looked. And if I looked up in the sky at the stars, you know, whenever I did that, it was the same thing. Like, the points where the stars were started appearing black on a white sky. It was just amazing. It's the best way to describe it. That's what happened to me. And I don't know if it has anything to do with these dreams that are happening as well, or what. But I just wanted to relay that before I shut this down for the night. So yeah, there we go. Yet more evidence that these so-called attacks in the Middle East and Africa are not being perpetrated by who they say they are. Some crazy dreams happening. Something is afoot. We can expect either some sort of new draconian law to come into play very shortly. Something that's going to take away even more of our freedoms. Or we can expect war in the Middle East, even more so than we already have, like Iran. Or, and this is probably the scariest one of all. We can possibly even see UN troops or any other nation's troops on American soil later this year. Or it could be all three. It's very likely. That's what I have for you tonight. Again, keep your guns oiled. Keep your ammo ready. And don't be afraid to buy more ammo. You know, I know there's been a lot of videos and news items circulating lately about people going to buy their regular range ammo and being stopped by the cops, or not even stopped, but like talked to by the cops on the phone about it, and why it's not such a good idea, and being accosted about it. Why are they doing it? And frankly, you do not need a reason to buy fucking ammo. If you're not sure about that, there is no law that says you need a good reason to buy ammo. If you're legally allowed to buy ammo, I say buy fucking ammo. First off, because if and when the shit really hits the fan, there's no such thing as too much ammunition. I'll tell you that. For another thing, if you got spare ammo, that means that you've got the ability to practice on your sharpshooting skills. I highly recommend that you make sure that you're good with a pistol, because more likely than not, you'll end up with some sort of a confrontation with a pistol, rather than other firearms. But don't neglect your abilities with a rifle at longer range, or your abilities with a shotgun at a moving target. If you're good with a shotgun at a moving target, then you have the fundamentals on how to be good with a rifle or a pistol at a moving target. So everybody who does trap shooting and skeet shooting and bird hunting, good on you. That's some good skills to have. And if nothing else, even if you don't end up in any sort of altercation where you need to fire on somebody, having extra ammo means you've got bartering skills, or chips you could put on the table. If you need extra food or water or medical supplies and somebody's got extra of that but needs ammo, boom, you got yourself a trade. You know, that'll be especially so when the economy collapses. And I say when because it's gonna collapse with the fucking QE3 quantitative easing, the third round of it. It didn't work the first two times. What the fuck makes them think it's going to work this time? That's if they're actually trying to fix the economy, which I know they're not. At the very most, they're trying to keep the economy lasting for a little bit longer until they're completely ready to drop the hammer on us. And between everything happening in the Middle East and whatever is coming next down the pipeline at our faces, the last thing I got for you is my personal prediction on oil prices and gas prices. I can definitely see, and I would not be surprised, and if I had any money to lay down, I would lay down some money that says that gas prices will top $7, if not $8 or $9, by the end of this year. That's assuming, of course, that society as we know it has not broken down by then. Well, it seems like I've been all doom and gloom so far tonight, but I'm going to leave you guys with a bit of hope. Today, I woke up and I decided I was hungry. I wanted some food. So what did I do? I got in my car and I started driving. Sorry. And I started driving and driving and driving, and before I knew it, I was 3 hours away from my house in an area of the state I knew nothing about. I was, for all intents and purposes, lost, and I fucking loved it. I loved it. If you find yourself on a given day with nothing to do and no preps to make, and you're bored, or you just want to go exploring, I highly recommend, of course, bring a road map with you. Or something capable of GPS tracking so that you can get unlost when you're ready. But go and get lost like I did. It was such a great experience. I got to drive through some beautiful countryside. I saw some farmland, like rows and rows of cornfields, I got to see a breathtaking valley that was almost untouched by human hands, other than the road I was going on and houses here and there. It was gorgeous. It was such an experience, and I would have loved to have spent all day there. But alas, civilization came right back in my face with a vengeance. But that was an amazing experience, and again, I highly recommend it to anybody who is able to get out there and travel for a little bit. I didn't even take anything along with me other than what I normally have in my car, which is my bug out bag, my cases of water, and my guns. So awesome. That was just beyond breathtaking. I'm going to leave you all with that. You all have a great night. Keep on prepping. Keep on looking. Stay alert. Stay awake. And try to wake up others if you can. Peace.